Keith, I took a drive up to Lewiston today, and I noticed on my way back on the Androscoggin River, the water was flowing one way, and the whitecaps were blowing in the opposite direction from the wind. And then same thing in Back Cove in Portland. By the time I got back to the station, I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, the wind's been strong. By the way, on like the summer days, sometimes it's fun to watch people try to dock in those scenarios, and I'm the same. I'm that person where it's like, okay, current's going one way, wind's blowing the other. What are you gonna do?
It's like one of those like airplanes trying to land diagonally type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And it was still breezy today, guys. It hit a little differently because temperatures were warmer than yesterday. So we got into the upper 40s today. Portsmouth, New Hampshire at 52, 43 in Bangor, but the winds were strong and still are fairly strong, with winds at 33 miles an hour in Sanford, 38 miles an hour in Bangor, and 25 miles an hour in Wiscasset. Still northwest. All of this, by the way, still from our storm system that moved out Sunday morning, believe it or not. It's the winds behind that, the pressure gradient behind that. You can see the cloud cover flowing from northeast to southwest. We do have some clouds over northern Maine. Most of us clear through this late afternoon, and will be clear most of tonight as well. Not particularly cold, right around 30, mountains in the 20s. I had heard from them last week that they were going to try to blow snow when they had an opportunity. This would technically be one of those where temperatures are cold enough by late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow I think is a better day when compared to today because we dropped the winds and it's a little bit warmer. I think this model is underdoing our temperatures, having us only get to the upper 40s. I think we'll see low 50s, maybe even a couple of mid 50s here through the middle of the day, especially over southern and western Maine. Clouds come in late in the afternoon, so we may cloud up a bit there, but I think it's an overall really pleasant and very springy day. A couple of rain showers possible on Wednesday night. I don't think most of us are going to see these. I think most of us are cloudy but quiet, and that continues into Thursday as a little disturbance passes through. Temperatures are in the mid and upper 40s. Very outside shot of a shower. I think most of us are dry. So that's the only thing that moves through. Looks like, in the next couple of days. We're going to talk about Friday, Saturday, because that forecast has actually gotten more complicated as we get closer, which is not the way we like it to work out. We had talked about how we were going to have some rain Friday night and then maybe transition to snow in the mountains on Saturday. Well, the European model has completely changed that idea. It brings this little wave through on Friday, then kicks it offshore, doesn't phase it, and that gives us a legitimately nice Saturday. The GFS says, no, let's just stick with the original plan. Rain overnight Friday night and then transitioning to snow on Saturday. These scenarios, couple days out, a little bit of a complicated phasing pattern. I'm usually going to lean towards the European model. So in that case, we'd be trading days here. We have some showers, if not rain, over southern Maine on Friday. That would move offshore, and then we'd get ourselves a nice Saturday. So that's how I'm playing it right now. I just want you to know there is some uncertainty still in there. So that's why there's the question mark on Saturday. If it can hit right, we'll be in the 50s with a mixture of sun and clouds. And then showers come back in on Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. Isolated shower Monday. We had talked about potentially some slightly colder weather for around the beginning of spring, ironically, March 20th. The models have also backed off that idea. So the cold is just like this carrot, it just keeps being out ahead
Dangled,
of you and just never can get it. So that's been this winter so far. We'll try to nail down that Friday forecast, obviously, as soon as possible.
You still off tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going skiing. Yeah.
Bye.
It's going to be amazing.